New study is making some serious waves right now. It calls doctors who share social media photos of them in bikinis or holding alcoholic beverages, quote, unprofessional. Well, it's got us talking. And guess who we have here to comment on it? Yep, Dr. Payal Kohli joining us. Hey, Doc. Okay,
What's up, Doc?
You normally clear up coronavirus confusion. How are you? But today, we got to hear from you on this one. We want your reaction to the study. What do you think of it?
You're absolutely right, Sam. This made a lot of shockwaves on social media. So I think the study is inherently methodologically flawed, and it was retracted last week because of the flaws in its methodology. And there's two main types of bias that exist in the study. The first is gender bias, because all the screeners that were looking to see what was inappropriate were male. And then the second is implicit bias, because they were using their own judgment to decide whether someone was dressed appropriately or whether, sitting at dinner with a drink was considered appropriate behavior or not. And the standards of professionalism are not something that we should be using our own personal biases to really judge. So the study was definitely flawed.
Dr. Kohli, this man learned to hate with facts.
Yes,
I love it.
Let's stand.
Yes, that was well said.
Yes, girl.
Tired of misogyny. I love it.
Queen Kohli.
All right, now,
Thank you. Can I take a bow?
Yes, please. Now, I have to ask you this. You kind of just said it. Do you think the doctors are held to a different standard than other essential workers, specifically female doctors?
I think they are, Al, and as a female doctor, I think our standard is even higher. And I think the reason for that is because naturally, doctors have the ultimate responsibility, which is life or death. I mean, you're putting your life or death decisions into their hands every single day. And that's not a privilege that a lot of other professions have. So, as Uncle Pete told Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility.
Yes.
And that's what I think this is.
Oh my gosh, she is cool, she is smart, she is beautiful. They are not all mutually exclusive. So in response, some bikini-clad female doctors are posting photos with the hashtag #MedBikini. Do you think this is an acceptable clapback?
So, I think that these doctors were trying to humanize themselves, but I really saw this as an emotional response and not an intellectual response. I thought of a toddler sort of lashing out after they've been told to not do something, throwing a tantrum, and doing exactly more of that. So personally, as a female physician, I think I would have focused instead on intellectual attributes and maybe not put up pictures that could paradoxically actually objectify these female doctors even more. And that's something we've struggled with as female physicians for the longest time. So this type of behavior could potentially backfire. Now, these women were able to get whatever they wanted accomplished because they got the study retracted, but they could have gone about it, I think, in a maybe slightly less kind of pushy sort of way.
We appreciate you, Dr. Kohli, and thank you for weighing in on this. Of course, you're going to be back tomorrow.
Of course. So,
DBL Nation, if you have a question about coronavirus you want answered by our Dr. Kohli, write us on social media. You can also email info@dailyblastlive.com.
Or if you want to see some misogyny get shut down with facts.
She did it so well.